Good morning, everybody. It's Lee Jennings with eXp Realty here in Seattle, Washington. I'm at 206-419-8303 and getting ready to start my prospecting session this morning at 8, but just wanted to hop on and just talk over a few things before I get started today. I had a really good week last week, went on a lot of previews. Have a couple fun things coming up this week. Tomorrow, I'm doing a Facebook Live open house at a property out on the peninsula, and then have a couple more previews set up for today and tomorrow, and then going to be prospecting today as well. I'm going to be probably working on absentee owners today, as well as expireds, and then probably some for rent by owners as well. So really cool lead types, probably circle prospecting as well on Cole Realty, Cole Information. If you've never used that service, that's a great service to pull data for homeowners, sellers, in areas that you want to be working in. So you can search geographically and pull those out of there. You can actually pull an unlimited amount of data out of there. So there are cell numbers in there oftentimes for these homeowners. There's full addresses, names, contact information for these folks, and typically just reaching out to them to see if they are considering selling it in this market, which a lot of people are. Obviously, it's a really hot market right now. So going to be doing a bunch of that over the next few days. And, it's kind of a longer term nurture in terms of getting listings, but it's a great way to target homeowners that you specifically want to be reaching, which I know, one of the folks who I follow a lot is Ricky Carruth, and he always talks about how if you want to become a top listing agent, you want to be talking to people on a daily basis who own the properties that you want to be selling, which seems simple, and it seems like a very basic concept, but I talk to a lot of agents, and they oftentimes do not know how to apprehend those people, know how to reach out to them. They don't really have a strategy for how to be talking to these folks that they want to be working with. So keep it simple. Just reach out to them, see if there's anything you can do to help them at the current time. Even if there isn't anything right now that they're looking to do, you can get them, you can get their email, you can get their contact information, and just ask if you can keep in touch over time, and ask them if there's an agent they would use if they were ever needing to do something. And that is a great way to develop relationships with sellers who you would want to work with in the future. I search, all over the city and beyond. I work pretty much 4 counties. That is King County, Pierce County, Snohomish County, Island County. And I'm sure that in your market, you could do the same thing. Any major metro area or even mid to smaller size city, Cole's going to have information for those areas. You typically purchase it either by the month or the year, and you can pull an unlimited amount of data out of there and call off of that. The other organization that I use for absentee owners that is a great resource is called the Share Group. You can purchase leads from them, and they can send you, they'll send them to you in a giant CSV file, and then you can upload those into a dialer or any other contacts or CRM service that you use. I bought a list of that data in my market, and it's absentee owners. The data is actually incredibly accurate, and it's for homeowners all over the area. And you can buy it for any other bigger market. And it's really a similar call, but you're just reaching out to them to see how things are going on their property. Typically speaking, those properties are for rent, or are tenant occupied, or they could be any number of things. They could be occupied by relatives, Airbnb, or what have you. But typically speaking, those homeowners are thinking about possibly selling down the road. And so this is a great resource. It's something where you just have to dive in, get a list, maybe start small, just maybe, get a list of a couple thousand people, 2,000, 5,000 people in your area, and contact them, prospect them, and then begin building up some nurtures over time. And then typically speaking, if you make a contact on there, you can get their email address, send them a weekly email with an update, a market update, or an update on what's going on in their area, and then just put them on a contact plan on your CRM, and then follow up every so often. It's a great way to get listings in areas that you want to be working in. And what I have found is on my absentee owners list and my for rent by owners list, which is essentially properties that are currently for rent, I have found a lot of folks on there who are looking at selling multi-unit properties, sometimes duplex, all the way up to a 10-unit or more. So you find there's great stuff in there. You just have to really focus on those and, be consistent over time. It's not something that will likely produce in a day, but give it a week, 2 weeks, a month, and you'll see it produce. You will pull listings out of there, and you will get to know people in your area who are selling the properties that you want to sell, which is critical. So that's another awesome, lead source that I find that a lot of people just simply aren't using. So I'm happy to provide their contact info for you. If you want, just either text me or contact me or like DM me on Instagram or anything like that. Instagram, I'm 8000M Realtor, 8000 Meter Realtor. And I'm happy to share their information with you or get you in contact with them. As far as other lead types go, cold information is great for circle prospecting. The share group is great for absentees. The Red X or Vulcan 7, they also offer, absentee and circle prospecting data. So you could also reach out to them for those that type of data. All of those services obviously offer for sell by owner data as well as expired data. And then there are other outfits out there that also offer it. My Plus Leads is also a great source for expired data and for sell by owner data. One thing that I've been noticing, I've been talking to a lot of folks who are getting into the business, either agents who have, like a lot of agents out there have maybe been in the business for a while and they have found some success, and they, maybe they've been in the business for 5 years or even 10 years, and they were kind of relying on their sphere and people they knew, and then they are sometimes looking at getting back into growth mode. And I talk to these folks, and they are looking at ways to expand their business right now. And one of the best ways of doing that is just doing this prospecting. So just get back into prospecting. There's a saying, repetitious boredom is the key to building wealth. And it's true in this business. The folks who I know who are the most successful are the people who can go out there and find business from people that they don't know. If you're just relying on people or your sphere or your friends and family, that sort of thing, that is going to be a very tough way to go. You need to be able to meet people who are in your area who are selling the properties that you want to sell and convert them. And the way to learning to do that is just to go ahead and start. There's a lot of trainings out there and courses out there. And by and large, these courses, what they will tell you is begin before you think you're actually ready, because you're going to learn by doing. Another quote I always think of, but you need to be in pursuit of flawless execution of fundamental habits. And the most important habit to get into is prospecting daily. So have a daily goal on your contact number. Have a goal of how many contacts you're going to make that day, and then how many appointments you're going to set and go on, and then track those numbers. And so if you have a dialer like Vulcan 7 or Mojo, you can track the numbers in there. It'll actually track them for you as far as number of calls you make, number of contacts you make, and then you'll need to also track. I would have a daily tracking sheet of number of appointments you set, and then track that weekly and monthly. And if you track that over a long period of time, over several months or even a whole year, you're going to be able to do a top-down review of how your business is doing overall. And it's going to tell you if you need more business, all you need to do is increase the top of your funnel. But which is essentially contacting more people, no matter what lead source it is, FSBO, expired, Furbo, absentee owner, circle prospect, any of those types and more, probate, whatever you have, your referral partners, whether it's like insurance agents, mortgage folks, whoever it is, divorce attorneys, probate, all that stuff. Just include that on your funnel. And if you need more business, make your funnel bigger, and you're going to see that produce. So, don't overcomplicate it. If you want to be listing properties at a high level, you want to be contacting folks who either know the people who are listing, who either know the people that own the properties that you want to sell, or are those people. So, very, very simple, but you're going to need to increase your top of funnel. And if you need ways to do that, reach out to me. I'm happy to share that with you and help you do that. Wanted to talk a little bit about, exciting things that are going on in my group at EXP Libertas. We have just rolled out a new and amazing tool for agent attraction. I think I've probably texted out to a few of you, but that is just kind of a branded website that explains all the benefits of being in the group in Libertas. If you're a new agent, or if you're an experienced agent who is looking for a place to land, who is maybe looking for a better way. I know there are brokerages in my market out there right now where you begin and it's a 50-50 split and a super high cap, something over $30,000 a year or more. And if you're a newer agent and you're getting into the business and you're thinking about where to land, you may want to rethink joining one of those brokerages, because it's going to be, it's going to take you probably 5 to 6 or even 7 deals to make any money, with that model. And, why beat your head against the wall? Reach out to me if you're trying to evaluate where you want to land and your growth and, hopefully your income. I mean, that should be your goal. Our product is profit, as Tim Harris, one of our leaders, likes to say. So if you're not making a lot of profit in your business, you may need to reevaluate what brokerage you are at now and how you can get yourself to a place where you're maximizing that. So, if you're evaluating brokerages out there, you want to look at the EXP model. There's really nothing else out there like it. EXP has committed to giving revenue share back to its agents in a way that's unlike any other brokerage. You also earn equity in the company in the form of stock, through awards or through a purchase program they have. So just all these benefits. You also, in our group, will benefit from some of the best coaching, teaching, and training and mentorship that's available in the business, which is critical, especially if you're a newer agent, or if you're an agent who has been out there for a while, but has maybe, is maybe looking for ways to improve your business or grow your business over time. So tons of exciting things happening at Libertas right now. This is a great time to join and get into the group. The group is growing. It's one of the fastest growing groups at EXP right now. And no matter what market you're in, all over the US and Canada, and even overseas, we can help you we can help you grow your business and, get you to a point where you're producing at a higher level. There are folks in the group who are selling literally hundreds of properties per year. And they are sharing their knowledge with everyone else in the group. So it's a fantastic way to learn, to network, to even get referrals from people who are in other markets other than yours. So, reach out to me if you're interested in that. I can text you that link. It has a bunch of great video in it of folks who have already joined the group and are seeing success in the group. And I can send that out to you. I can just text it to you, and it'll give you an opportunity to really kick the tires, see if it's something that you want to do. You'll see all the benefits. There's a private Facebook group. There is, participation in our weekly calls about agent attraction. There are all these tools and training for that. So it's just an incredible group of people. And I think, if you're looking for a place to land, I talk to brokers all the time or agents all the time who are looking for a better way, who are maybe, they've hung their license at a brokerage for a while. Their broker isn't taking a big interest in training them, helping them improve, and they're looking for a better way, a better model for income, and a better way to learn the business and be surrounded by people who actually care about them. It's so rare in this industry. So if you're looking for that, text me. I'm at 206-419-8303. I can send you a link that it'll explain all the benefits of being in our Libertas group. And it will get you set up on the pathway to growing your business and being more successful, which is what we obviously all want here. So that's my bit today. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to go hit the phone here pretty soon. I'm going to do a little bit of prep as I do. Before I get on the phone, I always look at what has come up in terms of expireds. I prepare a list of referral partners I'm going to call. I also just look at my data for sell by owner, for rent by owner, expired, absentee owner, all of those categories, because when I get on the phone, I want to have all of that information prepped. And so I am ready to go. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.